All right, so we talked about sugar. So now we're going to talk about where the majority of people get their sugar from. And that's soda, energy drinks, coffee, sweet tea. There's a few other things out there too, but most of the sugar that's consumed is consumed in liquid form. So how do you break that? So you got to find alternatives. I'll do a second video about caffeine, because that's going to be a whole different issue for a lot of you out there. But let's strictly talk about the drinking side of it. So a little bit of it's habitual. You drink your soda throughout the day. It's just part of your routine, your habits. So you got to break those. So you got to find alternatives. Lots and lots and lots of options out there. Whether you're talking about switching over to sugar-free, again, even one of the things that I found in my my cabinets kind of disappointed me with the sweetener side of it, but the artificial sweeteners are not necessarily clean or good for you, so you kind of have to balance that, all things in moderation. But switching to diet versus not diet probably isn't necessarily the 100% the answer. If you have to kind of wean off and maybe switch to diet at first and then go from there, hey, you do what works for you. Try to figure out something that'll work for you to be able to cut it out of your lifestyle. But I'm going to just show you a few of the products that we have in our house that help us kind of get by with not having to drink water. And personally, I like water. Drinking water is fine. My kids, yeah, that's not for them. Oh, water's horrible. I don't want to drink water. So everybody's going to be a little bit different on it. But I'm going to try to provide at least a few different options that maybe you could check out and try, and maybe incorporate instead of having all the soda in your life. So one of our favorites is ZipFizz. ZipFizz is it's an effervescent drink that has B vitamins, electrolytes, a little bit of caffeine. So good on the go. They come in these little tubes. You drop them into a bottle of water. My kind of habit at work was that I would drink half a ZipFizz throughout the day at work, so it gives me a little bit of caffeine to keep me going, but something flavorful to drink. This is a Walmart product. Very disappointed when I looked at the label. I'm not so disappointed based on the cost of the item, but it is sweetened with aspartame, which is pretty horrible for your gut. But this is one that my wife and kids enjoy. Gives you that kind of fizzy satisfaction if the carbonation is something that you're kind of used to and enjoy. But a variety of different flavors, as you can see on there. No sugar, no calories, no caffeine, no sodium. So cuts out a few of those things that we're trying to avoid. This little guy is just an electrolyte drink. If you want something that's flavored, right, instead of just drinking water, it's a good way to go. If you're active and exercising and you need a little bit more electrolytes in your life, it's a good option. This BCAA energy drink, BCAA is branched chain amino acids, so it's designed for pre-workout recovery. The one on here that's kind of cracks me up is use anytime. It's got 24/7 next to it. Well, at 55 milligrams per scoop of caffeine, I don't know that anytime would be the right term to use, but neither here nor there. It's another one that's just kind of got a little flavor to it, has some stuff that's good for your body in it, and could be a good alternative to soda and something sweet. Stir. So these are natural flavored water enhancers. They are sweetened with a little bit of stevia, but it is natural ingredients. So pick your flavor. This, I believe, is the summer blend. It's on our subscribe and save. We have way too much of it, but it is just spray into water. Side note, we'll talk about this probably a later date too, but both Stir and our good friend ZipFizz are actually great mixers. We'll come back to that later, but good alternatives for sweet things that we put in with our alcohol if you consume alcohol. I've got some yogi tea. Honestly, in my cabinet, I've got chamomile. I've got some chai. Hey, switching straight to iced tea instead of soda would be a big pickup. Iced tea, caffeine, both they have the caffeine. I say iced tea and caffeine. Iced tea and coffee. They both have caffeine in them still. So that'll help with that part of it. Acidic, a little rough on your teeth and your enamel, so be careful there. But again, something that's an easy switch to drinking, soda. And then these guys over here, Prime. Down here at the bottom, key term, 0 sugar added. So these are basically electrolyte hydration sticks is what they call them. They go into a bottle of water. Variety of flavors. There's like a variety pack, and then the really bright green one is called Glowberry. I guess it's a special flavor, just out limited availability type of thing. But just some stuff that we keep around for being on the go, but also to have something other than just plain water to drink. Again, that's going to be a tough thing for a lot of you that have that and you're used to just drinking soda throughout the day, 2 or 3 cans, the 44-ounce Thirst Busters, the big jugs, containers of them. You got to get to where you can cut down on that. Again, if you can cut it out of your lifestyle completely, more power to you. Understand that it might not be that easy. So reducing the amount that you consume is a big thing. One of the other things that's really important to know too is that while soda is liquid, it's not necessarily helping you hydrate. Majority of your sodas, your drinks are going to be high in sodium, so they actually reduce hydration. It's better than not drinking anything, but at the same time, you'd be much better off drinking water. I know it's not going to work for everyone. Nobody's going to be super excited about just drinking water, but I can tell you that if you cut that one thing out of your diet and switch to water, you probably see 5 to 10 pounds melt off in like 30 days, a few weeks. You'd see a big change. So do it for yourself. Do it for your health, your life. Cut soda, energy drinks out of your lifestyle. Get those sugars, the empty calories, get them out, get rid of them, and start moving on and focusing on the next few steps that you can to help keep improving your life. Catch you again.